The good news is each of us have something we are good at, something we can give to others that makes them hopeful, a talent that someone else in the world is lacking. All heroes have something that makes them unique. Find that talent and use it to inspire others, to give hope, to make tomorrow a better day.
Welcome to Philosopher Insights, the podcast that delivers wisdom in minutes a day that you can put into practice daily and strive to master over a lifetime.
The podcast committed to sharing ideas that encourage you to bridge the gap between who you are today and the person you aspire to be in the future.
Hi, my name is Herb Lamba, and welcome to my podcast where I will share practical insights from the world's best authors.
Knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is. The quest to become the best version of you starts right now.
Hi, and welcome to Philosopher Insights. My name is Herb Lamba. Today we're discussing the Hero Code, Lessons Learned from Lives Well Lived. The author of this book is William H McRaven, and the book is published in 2021. I wanted to share a number of my favorite insights, starting with One Step to Courage, Live with Integrity, Perseverance, Do Your Duty, What is Hope, Humor is Heroic, Forgiveness, and finish it off with the Hero Code. So let's start with the introduction. Quote, "Over time, I became fixated on real-world heroes, astronauts striving to reach the moon, doctors creating vaccines to save millions, civic leaders marching for the rights of the underrepresented, political leaders forming new governments where people had a voice, decorated soldiers returning from Korea and then Vietnam, sports figures who transcended the color barrier, visionaries who were trying to clean the air, save the oceans, and protect the fragile ecosystems. I marveled at each of these remarkable men and women, but in the back of my mind, I knew that I was nothing like them. They were smarter, stronger, braver. They had all the attributes I lacked. They had superpowers that I just didn't possess. That's why they were heroes, and that's why they were the only people who could save the world. But I was wrong. I came to realize that there is a hero in all of us. There's an innate code that has been there since the birth of mankind. It is written in our DNA. The code is not a cipher, or a cryptograph, or a puzzle to be solved. It's a moral code, an internal code of conduct that drives the human race to explore, to nurture, to comfort, to inspire, and to laugh so that societies can flourish. This book is about heroes and the virtues they possess. You may wonder whether you can ever be as courageous or as compassionate or as humble as the men and women in these stories. Trust me, you can. For some, living the hero code comes more naturally. But for most of us, we need to see them in the lives of others and try to mirror them in ourselves. We need to build those qualities through small steps that eventually become the foundation of our character. The hard truth is that Superman is not coming to save the day. Each of us will have to do our part. Each of us will have to find the hero inside and bring it forth." End quote. That is William H McRaven from his latest book, The Hero Code. This great book was insightful, inspirational, and I was so captivated by the real-life stories of everyday heroes. You will walk away from this book inspired to be a hero in your own life. In this book, McRaven dives deeper into what he believes are the 10 core virtues that make up this code: courage, humility, sacrifice, integrity, compassion, perseverance, duty, hope, humor, and forgiveness. I am honored to be able to share a handful of my favorite insights from this book. So let's begin with the first insight. Insight number 1. One step to courage. Quote, "None of us are immune from life's pain and disappointment. But if you doubt for even a second that you have the courage necessary to confront the evil in the world, or that weakness that resides deep inside all of us, you're wrong. We all have our lines in the sand, those fears that keep us from being courageous. But all you have to do to overcome those fears, those obstacles, those challenges in your life, is to take one step forward. Just one. Take one step forward and get on the helicopter. Take one step forward and talk to a doctor. Take one step forward and fight injustice. Take one step forward and challenge the bullies. Take one step forward and face your inner demons. And if you take that one step forward, you will find that the courage you seek, the courage necessary to overcome your fears and be the hero you long to be. This is what makes courage available to every one of us. You don't have to spend years building it or taking thousands of steps forward before finding it in yourself. You just need to take one step forward. Those that choose to wake up each day and take a step toward their goals, a step towards improving their marriage, a step towards learning a new skill, are engaging in the secret formula that you can apply every day to the foundational virtue of courage. In his great book, Courage is Calling, author Ryan Holiday says, quote, "Whatever call you're hearing right now, what matters is that you answer. What matters is that you go to it. In an ugly world, courage is beautiful. It allows beautiful things to exist. Who says it has to be rare?" End quote. He goes on to say, quote, "We can curse the darkness or we can light a candle. We can wait for someone else to come and save us, or we can decide to stand and deliver ourselves." End quote. Once you decide to repeatedly choose courage over fear, you open yourself up to a life of infinite possibilities. What is one courageous step you could take today? Do it, then celebrate it. Insight number 2, live with integrity. Quote, "Honesty is the cornerstone of integrity, the foundation upon which all other aspects of your character will be built. But honesty alone is not sufficient to be a person of integrity. Integrity requires action. To be known as men and women of integrity, you must demonstrate your moral backbone. You must be confronted with an ethical dilemma, a choice between one road that is rocky, steep, and treacherous, and the other that is smooth, flat, and comfortable. One road tests your fortitude, the other provides an easy path. One is filled with temporary hardships and pain, the other is quick and easy. But in the end, if you choose the harder path less traveled, the path where the virtuous have walked, the journey will make you stronger, more resilient, and more capable of conquering the other steep climbs on your way to the top. While the second path, the easy way, will leave you unprepared for the future challenges of life." End quote. I have probably mentioned this a few times on the podcast, but integrity is the one word I think about most, with self-awareness being a close second. I fell in love with integrity after reading The Slight Edge by author Jeff Olson, where he says, quote, "The aspect of integrity that is most applicable to the slight edge is this. What do you do when no one is watching? It is in that moment's decision, when nobody else is watching and no one will ever know, when your choice is so slight, so subtle, so insignificant. It's in that moment that you'll find out whether or not you have slight edge integrity." End quote. Insight number 3, perseverance. Quote, "I believe history will show that success is not just a function of brains and brawn, of talent or intellect, of skill or resourcefulness, but of perseverance. Genius without resolve is just another passing person with a bright idea. Athletic prowess without determination is just another talent wasted. The world is filled with men and women who amounted to nothing because they gave up on their dreams because they didn't have the guts, the determination, the willpower to keep going, no matter what. But history is equally replete with heroes who fought through the challenges, persevered, and made a difference." End quote. No matter how successful you are or how many goals you accomplish, there will inevitably be roadblocks in your way at every stage of life. You need perseverance to go beyond these obstacles and advance. The ability to persevere will help you maintain your motivation and put forth the constant effort. When times are tough, perseverance enables you to make progress, which is crucial for your future success. There may be challenges and setbacks while you pursue your objectives and goals. However, if you persevere, you'll advance and pick up a skill that will benefit you in the long run. Insight number 4, do your duty. Quote, "The idea of duty is a simple one. We all have a job to do in life. Whether that job is serving customers in a restaurant, taking care of our family, teaching our children, policing our cities, caring for the ill and infirm, protecting our gate, following the military code of conduct, or leading the country, we must do our job to the best of our ability. We must do our job well, not because it serves our interests, but because it serves the interests of others. Duty is a recognition that you have a responsibility to your fellow man and woman. It is an unselfish act, whether great or small, that contributes to the welfare of humanity. That is what makes it so powerful. If you want to be a hero, it's easy. Just do your duty." End quote. Love it. How often do you recognize and appreciate the actions you take in your life are not selfishly done for your benefit alone? Your actions serve a purpose that goes way beyond. Everything you do has a ripple effect, and I find that very inspiring and motivating. Keep in mind that occasionally being selfish is okay. If you aren't giving yourself love and support, how can you expect others to? Put yourself first by engaging in self-love and self-care activities. The best way I have found to do that is by building a morning routine around it. Take care of yourself first thing in the morning so you can be most effectively performing your duties for the rest of the day. Insight number 5. What is hope? Quote, "What is hope but a belief that tomorrow will be better, that tomorrow your children will be happier, that tomorrow your cancer will be in remission, that tomorrow your rescuers will try again, that tomorrow your country will not be at war, that tomorrow the nation will be united and the world will be safer." But hope is more than just a fanciful wish. If you want to bring hope to the world, you will have to find what you're good at and give it to others. People believe in a hope giver only if they believe they can deliver on their promise. The good news is each of us have something we are good at, something we can give to others that makes them hopeful, a talent that someone else in the world is lacking. All heroes have something that makes them unique. Find that talent and use it to inspire others, to give hope, to make tomorrow a better day." End quote. That is just so good. If there is one thing the world of today is in high demand of, it's hope. You are uniquely qualified to become a hope giver, but first you must spend time to figure out your unique talent and start to put that talent to work in service to others. Insight number 6. Humor is heroic. Quote, "Humor is one of the most important qualities for any hero. If you want to show courage, laugh in the face of danger. If you want to show humility, laugh at yourself. If you want to sacrifice your vanity for a joke. If you want to be compassionate, let humor soften the blow of the pain. If you want to be honest, chuckle at your shortcomings. If you want to give hope, use humor to lighten the darkness. If you want to persevere through tough times, you had better learn to laugh. Find your comedic voice and use your wit to save those around you, to free them from their sorrow, to give them joy, and to help them see the humor in the darkest of times. That is what real heroes do." End quote. Did you know that using humor can improve how others perceive you? When utilized correctly and under the right circumstances, humor can enhance how other people perceive you. For instance, incorporating comedy into a speech might enhance how the audience views the speaker. Similar to this, employing comedy can enhance people's perceptions of your friendliness and expertise, particularly when combined with unfavorable facts that you need to share. As McRaven showcases, humor is woven into all aspects of the hero's code. Insight number 7. Forgiveness. Quote, "Society today seems to be easily offended. We are quick to anger, and some people believe every offensive act, no matter the intent, requires a swift rebuke. The hardest thing any hero can do is to forgive. It is easier to storm the hill, fight the fire, and stop the madman with a gun. It is hard to forgive because we are afraid. Afraid that forgiving will take away the anger that drives us, the hatred that motivates us, the righteous indignation of being wrong. We want more than anything to harness the outrage, feel the power of injustice, and fury of discontent, so we can lash out at the offender and feel justified. Forgiveness will never be easy. It was not meant to be. It takes a strong person to forgive. But the act of forgiving will strengthen your character immeasurably, and it will rid you of the hatred that is the demise of so many good men and women. Be the victor, not the victim. Learn to forgive." End quote. If you want to live a heroic life, you must develop the ability to forgive. In fact, you must pursue mastery in this area. It may be the most difficult thing you will ever do, yet forgiving those who have wronged you will also be the most liberating thing you can do for yourself. Your forgiveness of them has greater power than the suffering they caused you. Final insight. The Hero Code. Quote, "The Hero Code is not some impossible set of values that none of us can attain. On the contrary, most of the heroes I have met, and most of the heroes in this book, were just common people before they were thrust in the crucible of action. What set these people apart was that their character had been molded over time, shaped by a caring parent, a loving teacher, a demanding coach, a compassionate policeman, a forgiving clergyman, an inspiring soldier, or a friend with a great sense of humor. Lincoln once said, 'I will prepare and someday my chance will come.' Well, someday your chance may come to be a hero. Someday a small act of compassion may change the course of a person's life. Someday a small act of courage may change the course of a nation. And someday a small act of sacrifice may change the course of history. Being a hero won't be easy. It wasn't meant to be. Being a hero can be filled with pain and disappointment. It is dangerous at times. But we call people heroes for a reason. Their actions rise above the crowd. They separate themselves from the weak-kneed, the bench-sitters, those who lack the moral fortitude to do the right thing. And, in the end, the heroes make us better people, a better society, and a better world. As much as I hoped the Man of Steel would be around to save the world, he is not. It is up to us. It is up to you. Be the hero we need you to be. Live the hero code. That is William H McRaven's final message in the book. The book serves as a tribute to the real-life heroes that McRaven encountered throughout his lifetime. We have a choice in life. We either live the life of a victim or we consciously choose to prepare to live the life of a hero. It starts by looking for opportunities, big or small, that allow you to demonstrate the core components of the hero's code. I hope you and I can find those opportunities starting today, because now it's our turn. If we choose to accept the challenge, if we choose to be the hero in our own lives. You've been listening to Philosopher Insights with your host, Herb Lambert. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating and review. To go deeper with me, you can register for free at www.philosopherinsights.com for instant access to a growing library of Philosopher Insights, which are 8 to 10 page PDFs plus 20-minute MP3s that break down my favorite insights from the world's best personal development books. To catch all the latest from me, you can follow me on Facebook at Optimal Herb. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.